Billy Walsh, yeah.
Yeah, what I would like, Jack, is for you really to give your honest appraisal of Bill as a basketball player, as you know.
Okay. Here's a picture you might want, you know. Have you seen this one?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do anything with it. That's his family. See, that's
Oh, that's great.
his
Yeah.
mother and father, Paul,
Yeah.
and Alice, and Anna. Yeah, that may be a nice picture there. Okay, I'm going to be ready.
All right, yeah. So,
You're going to ask me the questions?
yeah, I'll ask you
Okay.
some questions. And basically, you know, we want to know, like, you know, what your opinion of Bill is as a basketball player. Wait a second. Yeah, hi, Sharon. Come on in.
Oh, I can
Sure.
come in and leave?
Oh, do you have to leave?
Yeah, I do, and I'm late.
Why don't you come before me then?
One,
Why don't you put her on now?
Okay.
so I gotta go pick my kids up, and yeah, I can do it now. What do you want me to do?
Well, actually, I was going to take. Do you have like? I mean, you have to leave like in 5 minutes or something.
No, I can go grab the gift in the car now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We'll only be a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I've been.
Okay.
You been running around?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, Jack. Yeah. Bill is a basketball player, as you know him.
My evaluation of Billy when he played for me as a from 1965 to 1969. If I had to name an all-star team in the 17 years that I coached at Holy Family, Billy would definitely be one of the 5 that would be on that club. And actually, that question is asked to me a number of times, but I like to stay away from it because you really don't like to pit ball players against ball players. Billy started playing varsity with me as a sophomore in 1967. Again, in my 17 years of coaching, he's one of the few sophomores that started off for me. I had some sophomores on the varsity team, but not as a starter. And Billy progressed naturally from when he first started to the year of 68, 69, and I often said the greatest victory that I think I had at Holy Family, or I felt I had at Holy Family, was when we beat a North Andover team in the Garden in 1969. And during that year, during the tournament, Billy hit his ankle, I think, in the quarterfinal game, and then he re-injured it in the semifinal game, and now we're playing North Andover in the finals at the Garden, and I really didn't know what I was going to do without Billy, because Billy was the biggest guy we had on the team. He was a center, he was our best rebounder, he was our best shooter at that time. And playing North Andover without Billy is really something I didn't want to face, but we did everything we could to bring the injury up to 100% as best as possible. We even went to a nun, a healer at St. Anthony's. She was going to create a miracle for us, and I'm sure she created part of the miracle, because Billy did play in that final game, and he only played at about 60-70% at best. And as everybody knows, we stayed in the ball game with him until it came down to when the score was 34-33, and we gave the ball to Billy, and he drove for the basket, and he got fouled with 14 seconds to go, and about 13,000 fans screaming. Matter of fact, his father, Dr. Paul Walsh, hasn't seen him sink those 2 foul shots. From what I heard, when Billy got fouled, Paul made one of his frequent trips in to the lobby at the Garden, smoked a cigarette, and again, to this day, he hasn't seen his son sink those 2 foul shots. But to finalize it, as I said, the score was 34-33, And Billy stepped to the line and sank both foul shots with 14 seconds to go and made the score 35-34, and that was the final score of the ball game. It was terrific pressure for Billy. He was only 17 years old, but he was just confident enough when he stepped to the line, and he sank them both. And I said, as I said earlier, it was the greatest victory in my 17 years at Holy Family. It was a team that no one gave us a chance to win under normal conditions, but with Billy being at probably 60-70% at best, no one gave us a shot except the 5 kids that played for me that day. And that sort of tells you what Billy was all about. It was naturally, it was a pleasure coaching not only Billy but Paul, who came along in '69 and graduated in '72. But it was because of kids like Billy and Paul that made me hang on at Holy Family for 17 years.
Good, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Jack.
Okay.
Get this,
Thank you, Joe.
all right, Jack.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll get the